Good evening, my name is Mike Oren. This is Advanced Visual Frameworks 1411. This is the week 4 project, basically tying together everything we've learned in the titanium block of mobile development. Our application is utilizing a native feature of our device and an API. The API I chose was the ParkWiz API. Basically, all it does is find a parking location based off of the event you're at and the date. And what's available in your area. So I am from down south, so I used the American Airlines Arena as my location, and I've got a little alert dialog there saying that I have signed into the cloud with my login and my password. So the basic interface from last week has not changed very much. Still, the home page with the 2 buttons. My native feature is a camera application. Basically, the idea would be to take images at your event and upload them to social media, Facebook, Instagram, what have you. Not quite there yet, but the saving to the local storage and to cloud storage is implemented in this. Local storage will obviously also push those to your gallery on the device. So if we launch the camera application, it touches. Changed it from last week. Before on the iPad I had a back button up here. That kind of interfered with the next page of my application, which is the map and the API data from where to park. So I utilized a back button at the bottom just to keep it keep the flow the same, keep everything in sync. I've added a shutter button instead of a normal one, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Pushing the camera button pops up the camera. Yeah, there's my big head. I'll just take a picture. Picture is saved. Going to use the photo. Again, this is all native to the device. The image saves and then saves into a window, and then a dialog box pops up saying that the image has been saved to cloud storage. I don't know if you can see that, but the alert is there. And then if you hit save to gallery, it will save to your device's gallery, and then let you take a picture all over again. Backing out of that goes into the upcoming events. I also changed that so it's a bit more linear. It tells you what you're actually, what your choices are. For this application, I was going to incorporate multiple events coming up in Miami Arena, but the one thing holding me back was every time I would require a page, to switch from one page to another, it would break the application. It wouldn't let me go back and forth. So if I went to one event, then backed out, go to another event, backed out, I wouldn't be able to back out again. Not quite sure why that was. So instead of making an application that was broken, I broke it down into one event, so everything works right. So when you pull up the application for this one, it happens to be the Taylor Swift concert next year at the Miami Arena. It brings up the Google Maps, and the arena is right there, and then it brings you up all the different annotations where you can park, and then you can see those annotations in a table view at the bottom. All of that's populated from the ParkWiz API. I just took the addresses from the API, set those as annotations, and then the name, address, and the price of the parking lot is populated in the table view below. And then I also make it a little bit easier to read from last week. I added the name of the event. I added the date for the event. I actually described what was in the table view, available parking, and then I gave credit to ParkWiz for providing the API information. So it's a bit more easier to read, a bit easier to understand. And that's it for the iPad. Same thing's going to go with the, let's clear this real quick. Same thing's going to go with the Android device. I've got my Miami Arena icon on my homepage for today. Get the American Airlines Arena logo. Let me close out of it so it can reload. It was previously open. All right. That pops up. I get an alert saying, signed into the cloud with my information. I got the same thing, the Arena Cam with a shutter button, set a little bit bigger, easier to use. Pulls out the camera, there's my finger, takes the picture. And I'm going to save that. I still can't get the image to save on this one. On the iPad, I had a big image window popping up with the image you just took, so you know if you wanted to save it or not. Save to cloud. But on this one, I couldn't get it to populate, so I just put the Save to Gallery button there, and you can continue. If you go out and back into your gallery, you can see that. Let's actually get into my gallery. Sorry. I have a week 3 gallery that takes all the pictures, and that's of my finger that I just took. So it's saving, but it's just not populating the way I wanted it to on there. Something to do with the image being too large, but I tried shrinking it down, didn't work. Anyway, back out of that thing, and the upcoming events, I have everything populate up in there. I've got the Taylor Swift, the name of the event, the date, and then it's kind of hard to see. It's a little washed out, but I've got the table at the bottom. My computer keeps signing out on me. So basically same functionality, just having trouble with the image. And then if I turn off, I'll turn off my data and I'll turn off my Wi-Fi so we can see a little error handling on that. And Wi-Fi is off. Switch that. Alright, so I'm going to launch, everything's off, no mobile data. Ooh, hello. Populate that. It's not the exact error message I was expecting, but unable to host. Basically, that was my error message. Can't find anything. And upcoming events, that's the actual alert that I wanted to pop up, unable to connect to network. So that is my application on both devices, wrapping up everything we've learned. Now onto the native block. This is Mike Oren signing out.